First try. A whole second try. I'll take it. Three cop cars sitting over there just doing nothing. Buying shit at the 7-Eleven. They were here the whole time I was pumping gas and everything. So you got vehicles running, government gas, just sitting there sharing Gatorades and not doing dick. What's up, Denverberry Sports Highlights? Hope you're doing well. JJ Hemke Bear. Dude, have you ever noticed how hard, and this is a good example for an analogy I want to get into. It's a premise for why you shouldn't have credit card debt. If you play with snakes, you get bit. Oh, buy it now, pay later with a small interest rate? Sure. But you know how hard it is to pay it later? You'd be like, oh, I got a few thousand in the bank. Oh, crap, I have this huge credit card bill I have to pay. Or I'll get jacked with a huge fee if I don't pay it by the 15th or whatever. That's why I don't have credit card debt. Daylight savings time is the reason I don't have credit card debt. In the fall, you fall back an hour, you gain an hour on your weekend. You're like, whoop, whoop, it's like getting a tip. I gained an hour on my weekend. And then in the spring, so depressing, you got to spring forward an hour, you lose an hour of your weekend, and it's on a day when it's overcast and misty and raining and there's no sun, which is already depressing. And then you're like, okay, I guess this sucks. And the time change does suck. And I had a hard sleep last night. It was not great. I don't want to talk about it. But when my alarm went off at 6 a.m. this morning, of course, my body's screaming at me, what are you doing? It's 5 a.m. No, because my body got used to like this time that we're in now is the time we're in for 7 months out of the year, from March to October. March to April, April to May, May to June, June to July, July to August, August to September. Oh, shit. $15 sent by JJ Hemke Bear. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate you, Mr. Hemke Bear. It showed up on the top of my screen with the Cash App with your real name, which I will not say out loud. But JJ Hemke Bear supports the stream, and I love him for it, sir. Yes, sir, I do. You didn't have to do that. I really do appreciate it. Go follow my boy. In a world where one man tries to homestead and teach others his knowledge, you can find him on jjsgarden.com. That's JJSGARDEN.com. Go there, or your mom's a whore. Okay, I didn't know what I was going to end with the joke and the movie guy voice. I was just being stupid. Anyways, daylight savings time came early. So I'm up at like 6 a.m. this morning, which my body is screaming at me that it's 5 a.m. And I'm snoozing it. I'm hitting that snooze button like it's a going out of style sale happening at Kmart in the 80s. Just blue light special, bitch. It just, yeah. So I slept in till 6:30, which my body's still screaming at me that it's 5:30. I have a massive headache. I just don't feel well. I'm dehydrated. I got to poop. I got to shower. I barely make it to work on time. By make it on time, I mean just a few minutes, like right after 8 a.m. And I got a new helper today. His name's Lee. He's an Asian guy. Lee, spelled L-I, Lee. But real good dude. He was in the Navy for 22 years. He just got out like a year ago, last February. He's still adjusting to civilian life, but he's a hard worker. He's a good dude. He's solid. He's a legend. He's a family man. He's married. He's got 2 boys that are 5 and 7. They're in karate and soccer. Loves his family. He's sober and clean. Good guy. Like, for real, good guy. And he quit drinking like 13 years ago, so he understands the plight and struggle of those of us in recovery. So, JJ Hemke Bear, I appreciate you giving the shout out and showing my my Cash App. I hope my commercial for you was funny. We'll have to clip it into a short later. I think it was around the 3-minute mark. Anyways, daylight savings time is a lot like credit card debt. Credit card debt, real easy to swipe that card when there's something you want. Real hard to pay it back a month later when you get the bill. Same with daylight savings time. Really easy to accept an extra hour in your weekend and be like, oh, Bizzle, I get to sleep in an hour on Sunday. And then when spring comes and it's depressing and overcast and you haven't seen the sun in days, then you're like, oh, I gotta lose an hour for nothing. Hey, it went from 12:59 a.m. to 3 a.m. Like, yeah, just lost a whole hour there. That's great, good, great, grand. And then it just F's up your endocrine system. I think they do it as a form of control and distraction. It throws off your vibe, your chi, your frequency, whatever you want to call it. Pull your pants up, dude. Dude has his pants literally below his butt cheeks. Man. Anyways, it was a good Monday. We got 6 jobs done, and we were both off work. Like, I dropped him off at the office at 6:15, and thought I was wearing a work shirt. I wasn't wearing the shirt I'm wearing now, and thought, man, I could go downtown and do the open mic at Coffee Underground tonight. It messed me up yesterday. Yeah, me too, buddy. But I could go and do the open mic at Coffee Underground, which is the most popular amongst the comics. Kind of, sort of. It's maybe neck and neck with the Comedy Zone one on Thursdays. So I really wanted to do it. And I even texted my friend Lou Abel, who's on YouTube. Shout out Lou Abel. I said, bro, sign me up on the list if you're there. He's like, yeah, the list is full, but I'll sign you up as an alternate. And I started making food at home and everything. And 30 minutes later, I was just like, you know what, bro? Don't worry about it. Just scratch my name off the list. I'm sorry. I can't make it tonight. It's something came up, you know? So he crossed me off the list. And so after the show, I texted him. I said, hey, how'd it go tonight there at Coffee Underground? He goes, well, I went first, so it wasn't great because people were still filing in. It was, which means he went up at 7 p.m. or 7:05 and did his 5 minutes. And I'm like, well, life happens. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow night. If I do get off early tomorrow night, I would like to go to the open mic, but there's no guarantee. And tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. It's a Mediterranean restaurant, Baba's, on Haywood Road, where they make amazing Euro tacos. $2 Taco Tuesday is amazing. Yeah, you basically get a full supper. If you get a sweet tea and 2 tacos, it's like a full supper for $6. And then you tip the waitress. So $10, less than $10, you get a filling supper, which I love. Why are you rambling? Shut up. Anyways, it's just weird. Like right now, it's 11:45 according to my clock, Eastern Standard Time. But my body is saying it's 10:45 and I'm not all the way tired yet, which is really screwing with me because my alarm's going to go off tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and my body's going to be like, what are you doing to us? It's 5 a.m. So conflicting because I got to like literally get up in like 6 hours. I like my job. Okay, it's like, remember telling a girl, you'd be like, listen, I love you, but I'm just no longer in love with you. JJ Hempcrete Bear can relate. I feel the way about my job. I love my job, but I'm not in love with my job. Or I like my job, but I don't love my job. Like, to the point where it's like, at night I have dreams about plumbing fittings. Meh. No. Actually, I have dreams about Sadie at night. Sadie is this beautiful redhead. She drew me a self-portrait in 2025. It touched me. Like, it was right around my birthday, I think. And so she drew me a self-portrait it was before my birthday. I take that back. It was like May or June. When I had the beard, JJ Hempcrete, remember I had the beard down to here? It was the yeared. It was like 18 months of beard. It was down to here. It was sleek and trimmed properly with all the neckness gone, but I had a full beard. She drew a portrait of me smoking a cigarette like this, but included the ring on my finger and the detail of my glasses and all that stuff, and then gave it to me one night wrapped. And she's like, don't open that till you leave. I said, okay. And as soon as I made it out the door, because I visited the restaurant she works at, I open it and I show the hostess. I was like, look at what Sadie made for me. She's like, that is tight. Sadie. Yeah, Sadie actually spells it S-A-T-I, which is weird. But she's a lovely, lovely redhead. She's an older woman. And when I say older, I mean older than most of the other waitresses. She's 36 years old, but she's beautiful. She's a single mom. She's got an 8-year-old. I get it. I bring her flowers occasionally. I brought her flowers last night, if we're going to be honest. And she texted me. She goes, when I got back in my car, your flowers made my car smell so good. And so tonight we're texting, right? And I cracked a joke, about how beautiful she is and all that. And she goes, stop, you're going to make me come. And I was like, by the way, I'm really great at massages. and I'm great at making omelets, you know, the next morning after I scramble your eggs. And we were shooting emojis to each other. I was like, you working tomorrow night? She's like, yeah. I was like, I might swing by some flowers. Nice lady. Don't fully understand what her beliefs are, but what she wrote. Okay, here's the thing. She told me last night that she had written me a paragraph on the back of that self-portrait, which means I've had that self-portrait in my possession for the better part of 9 months, never took it out of the frame to see what she wrote on the back of it. And I can't paraphrase exactly what she said properly to give it justice. But what she said basically was, I was giving up hope on humanity right before I met you. And then when I met you, I realized that your presence in a room makes the world a better place because you love to laugh and you love to make people smile. And I was like, oh, I mean, that's the basic gist of it. And so I texted her tonight. I was like, hey, your words truly touched me, sincerely. And so we start this back and forth sexual foreplay through text, you know, joking and stuff. And I was like, one of these days, woman. Lovely lady. Shout out Sadie. She makes my mind have lots of debatey. Meh. 3 people here, 2 thumbs up. It's a wild world right now. No, I don't. Wait, you have a booger in your nose? You think I never heard that? Nope, I don't. Nice try. The camera is like a mirror that I can look into. And now Nikki's going to say, made you look. Nose cleared. Anywho, I decided to do a late night live stream just literally for no reason other than to, you know, do a commercial for JJ Hempcrete Bear and to give Sadie a shout out for being a beautiful ginger vixen here in South Kakalaki. And it just, given the chance, I'd rock her world, I'm not gonna lie. And I'd care for her, and I'd make her feel loved. But there's like that little niche in the back of your mind. It's like, it's funny, it's flirtatious, it's sexy, it's dangerous. But the chances of me actually being with her are slim to none. No, I'm not downplaying myself like I couldn't get her. It's more of her being the protective single mom because she has an 8-year-old. And I've been there. I get it. When my kids were growing up, I didn't date at all. I didn't want to bring strange women around my kids. Ever. So I didn't. And on average, I went on about 1 date per year. And every single time, it was literally horrible. Anyways, how late have we gone? 13 minutes. Oh my goodness, it's almost midnight, y'all. We got to go to bed. Can't just sit up here all willy-nilly at the 7-Eleven talking about people and giving them free advertisements on their websites with the gay voice. Nuh-uh, we can't do that. No siree, Bob. One more cigarette and we're gone. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Oh, your juggling skills are not on par, sir. I'm aware. Oh, first try. Got it that time, first try, didn't I? Again, this show on Bane Bear, sponsored in part by jjsgarden.com. JJSGARDEN.com. Go visit it, or you're a vegan. And you voted for Kamala. I'm kidding on it. I didn't vote. I used my vote to choose to vote to not to vote. So there's that. You ever heard the song by Weezer called No One Else? That's how I feel about Sadie. I want a girl who laughs for no one else. No one else. That's how the song ends. But I'm not a singer. I'm a comedian or a commodian because of the plumbing. Meh. Look here, see? I touch the poopy with my hands for money, see? It's like gangster plumbing. That's the joke. I don't know. Why do you have weird things in your head? Hey, how come Asian people don't have fat sumo wrestler women? Because we're always talking about women's sports. You know what? That's a niche. That's like a corner of the market no one's thought about. We should have obese white women. We'll call it white sumo wrestling in America. And there'll be guaranteed an injury every single time. We'll rake in more viewers than UFC. It's like a bombshell moneymaker. But no one's thought of it. Hey, what do you do with these 300 to 500 pound women that just had their EBT cut off and they can't find a way to support themselves with all the ho-hos and the chicken wings they want to buy? I know. Put them in a thong. Yeah, that's right. Oil them up. People are like, isn't that mud wrestling? Yeah, it depends on where you're from. If you're in Alabama, they're going to be fat chicks. If you're in Vegas betting on it, they're going to be hot chicks. American Sumo Ninja Warrior. Let's make it. JJ Henry Bear. Just two 350-pound chicks colliding into each other until one of them has a physical injury or a heart attack or both at the same time. Jokes are just writing themselves on that one. Am I wrong? I don't know. I do know that I need sleep. And I've got to go in a minute. So there's that. But the guy Lee today, pretty funny, real nice guy. He has his own business as a handyman service kind of thing. But he wants to learn plumbing because, he wants to get actually certified and licensed in something, which is fine. I admire it. But we'll see how long he lasts. I mean, he's a great guy, hard worker, honest, kind, sober, family man, like all-American dude. Even though he was born in China and migrated here at the age of 10, he speaks Cantonese, Mandarin, and English fluently. Like, if you closed your eyes and listened to him speak, you'd have no idea he was Chinese, because he's from Virginia. He was at a military base. He was in the military, in the Navy for 22 years. He sounds like he's from Virginia, New Jersey, New York area. What's up, y'all? What's up, Reedy Steve? Good to see you, buddy. Batshite Crazy in the house. What's up, my ninja? I even cracked that joke with him today. I was like, you know what Chinese gangsters say to each other when they want to say hi? He goes, what? I'd be like, what's up, my ninja? He's like, haha, never heard that one. I was like, really? Because I just made it up. Anyways, I thought it was funny, allegedly. 90 seconds, go. Give me something to make a quick joke about. On a stream, sponsored in part by jjsgarden.com, where JJ Hempcrete Bear will sell you CBD oil and teach you how you can learn some shizzle in the garden, my nizzle for rizzle at your hizzle. I gave you 3 good commercials. If you don't clip these up, JJ, it's on you, buddy. Where's the teen baseball hero? You spelled where wrong. Quit messing with me. jjsgarden.com. Look it up. My son got 3 ripples. Is that 3 nipples? Because I've got 3 nipples. Look at this. I've got a center one right here. You see it? Right there. Right there. Beady, beady, beady. It's really a shrapnel scar. But I call it the 3rd nipple. It's kind of funny. A little bit. Sort of. Kind of hilarious. Allegedly. 3 people here. 5 thumbs up. Whoop, whoop. I'm punch drunk stupid right now. Even though my body's like, it's not 11:57, it's 10:57, sucker. I gotta go in a minute. Like, it's literally, I'm only a mile from home, but I gotta go. But you know that I'm glad you're here, whoever's here, like Reedy Steve and JJ Hempcrete Bear and Batshite Crazy. I'm glad you're here for real. It says 4 people here, 5 thumbs up. Whoop, whoop, it's a party, hardy, y'all. I do notice very quickly my mom was an English teacher. Y'all have a good night. And remember, do you feel loved? Batshite Crazy, work on the English.